time people come up and say, "Hey, Bruce, are you really that good?" I said, "Well, if I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know I'm lying." All right, going back to be truthful with you. Let's just put it this way. I have no fear of opponent in front of me. But I'm very self-sufficient. That they do not bother me. And that should I fight? Should I do anything? I have made up my mind, and that's it, baby. You better kill me before.
What's up, fight fans?
Forgive them for they know not.
J.Cotto, and welcome to J.Cotto's fight page.
What they do. Forgive me for what I will do.
Hashtag come back to boxing, baby.
Let me see. Besides my life, nigga, I got my wife, Shakur, Samir, Amal Latif, Mahmoud, Tawfiq. I got Sia, Gina, Jalen, and I got Walik. I got my mama, my sisters, my brother.
Peace,
I
everybody.
got my nephews and all my nieces.
4 hard years.
Think I'ma let that just fall to pieces? Gotta keep that glued together. I got no room for error. Absent father gave me my survival skills.
Telling the
So
truth.
if I gotta rob and steal to provide the meals for beer, nigga, this only a sticker. Don't turn it to an ambulance pickup. Get that shit up.
What's up, fight fans? That's right. Hashtag come back to boxing. 4 hard years of telling the truth within the sport of boxing. And I tell you right now, I've had a lot of enemies. I've had a lot of followers. And it all sums up to one thing. And you know what that is? Conquering. That's right. Conquering the field. Letting everybody know the truth. Letting everybody know what was behind the veil. Me, J.Cotto, along with the soldiers from hashtag come back to boxing. Always telling the truth. Happy 4th year anniversary. Let's get it.
I fell around from all them nights I suffered with no supper, just wonder bread and butter. One bed, 4 deep, no heat, my little covers. Shivering, laying in the piss of my little brother. Motherfucker, you got me twisted. Think your little bitch ass gonna stop my mission? Leave me with no pot to piss in? Blocks of cheese, powdered milk is how we stock the kitchen.
Yeah. Now. What do you know about boxing? Huh? What exactly do y'all know about boxing? Us at hashtag come back to boxing know about boxing. Let me give you facts. George Benton, grandfather of the shoulder roll. Facts. Willie Pep, most elusive fighter ever. Facts. Carmen Basilio, only boxer who defeated the mafia with his hands and corruption. Facts. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, first fighter to fight on Showtime. That's right. Facts. What do you know? What exactly do you know about boxing? Huh? Huh? The Murderous Row, realest fighters ever. Definition of elite. Facts. Charlie Burley, Lloyd Marshall, Holman Williams, Herbert Coco Kid, Lewis Hardwick, Jack Chase, Eddie Booker, Aaron Wade, Burt Lytell, and Eliza Ray. Facts. Elmer Ray. Facts. Muhammad Ali, the most skilled fighter ever. Facts. Sugar Ray Leonard, the most intelligent welterweight in the ring ever. Facts. Johnny Tapia, the most explosive, controversial fighter ever. Facts. Aaron Pryor, Alexis Arguello, Carlos Monzon, the stones of competitiveness. Facts. Tefilio Stevenson, most talked about Cuban boxing gold Olympic ever. Olympian ever. Facts. Boxing legends. boxing greats, legacy, competitiveness. They knew the art of dying, the willingness to learn defeat, to accept death, to express the art of battle without any handouts or shortcuts or advantages. Hashtag come back to boxing. Let's get it.
Mom out skitching, but ain't smoke no crack or addiction. My slots talking blackjack. My pop-up steak, kipper steaks, and Jack Mac. Too young to understand daddy ain't coming back. Being the oldest boy, I had to step in the shoes. I skipped class in the hard knocks is where I was schooled. I've been shot by the police, harassed by parolees. Fell in a state of depression, damn near OD.
Yeah. Hashtag come back to boxing, baby. The only movement that's telling you the truth and destroying propaganda and working under the wonders of the Almighty Lord, God Himself, the God of gods, the Lord of lords. And these are the soldiers, or some of the soldiers, that carry the armor of hashtag come back to boxing. Congratulations, y'all. We did it. Peace to George Cerna, Sergio Garcia, Mauricio Herrera, Andre Lewis, St. Cruzin, Johnny Longoria, Scorpio, The Fight Guru, Black September, Honest Uno, 10 Players, Blood Boxing, The Boxing Junkie, The Sweet Science, MMA Boxing Talk, and everyone else who is down with the movement. Let's get it.
Feeling guilty if only I could foresee that I'd be the reason you niggas is drinking codeine before Future started sipping on that yellow tuss. So I grip your life shorter than that yellow bus.
Yeah. Hashtag come back to boxing. 4 hard years. 4 hard years. Me in the driver's seat. Crashing through everybody. Taking down my opponents with the mighty swing. With the mighty tongue. That's right. Me, J.Cotto, along with each and every soldier that wore the armor. That's right. Old or new, new or old. Doesn't matter. Fan, uploader, doesn't matter. You down, you was there. Everybody seen it. Uploader versus uploader. Fanboy versus uploader, which was me, the uploader. That's right. J.Cotto, all by myself, with the help of the soldiers. And I tell you one thing right now. Brosco and his 45, the only audio book on the sport of boxing with a story that was made by me, J.Cotto. The only boxing series that's an audio book. That's right. The only audio book on the sport of boxing on YouTube. Me, J.Cotto. Let's get it.
Target, put that beam on your back. Me, the reason Bieber leaned on that hack. Me, the reason Philly even on the map. Me, the reason your silly ass rap. Me. I'm grateful, motherfuckers, and I tried to give you some game that Jay gave me to make the transition from the street to the fame. You got a little fame and tried to add street to your name. It ain't the
That's right. That's right. And more on the playlist on hashtag come back to boxing, J.Cotto's fight page. More on the playlist. More programs. More to deal with. And most of you guys said that I suck. Most of you guys said that my content sucked. Most of you don't even know what y'all talking about. But it's all good. Hashtag come back to boxing. Self-explanatory. Hashtag come back to boxing. With the only comedy skit made by me, J.Cotto, talking with Tyson. Hilarious content. Impersonations made by me. That's right. And I'm going to tell you something else. The only man on YouTube that was able to almost collaborate with everybody. Everybody had a problem with me when I first uploaded. Everybody tried to spread rumors. Everybody tried to crush and destroy something that was never, 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 and I repeat, that was never going to be stopped or crushed. This will never stop. This will never be crushed. For God got my back. And if you down with hashtag come back to boxing, well, I tell you something, sons. You're down with it too. You're blessed as well. You feel what I'm saying? There's no such thing as whack content on this boxing page, on this YouTube channel. Hashtag Come Back to Boxing Radio is coming back, and I'm giving it another week and a half. I'm starting up a debate team for the radio show, and I tell you right now, challenges will be met. Swords will be swung. Peace to Mr. Logan, who will have his own YouTube channel in a cohesive unit with hashtag Come Back to Boxing, because he too will be on hashtag Come Back to Boxing Radio. Peace to Dilltown, my man, no doubt. Everybody, you understand the struggle. You understand what was there. Everybody knew. I had people that I collaborated with, people that try to smash and start rumors, and it all blew up. T-shirt rumors, me being a crook rumors, never came to fruition. You know why? You know why? Because I'm the truth, and I'm not tooting my own horn. Look at each and every video that I've dropped. 4 years. 4 consecutive, consistent years of telling the truth, of bringing it raw, of cracking propaganda, ripping it down its page. Simple. You can take this how you want it. Content has changed. I no longer need a curse, because this man has a lot on his mind. You guys can hate, but eventually you will be finding yourself saying what I say verbatim. And that's a fact, Jack. Peace to every uploader in the YTBC. Peace to every uploader in the LDBC. Peace to everybody who follows boxing. YTBC student. Now, that is the youngest, baddest uploader who has stepped foot and touched buttons on this thing and has made total sense. And I tell you something, I've seen a lot of them come and go. But YTBC student has now graduated into the midst of the masters. That's right. Outside the ropes, blood boxing, everybody, all the senior uploaders, peace to y'all. Y'all the innovators of this here. That's right. Whether you're LDBC, whether you're YTBC, enough respect to y'all. And it is because of y'all that the fire was lit. And I got to give props where props is due. And I've got a little dedication for y'all.
Unless we have other group of beings on Earth that are structurally different from us, then there might be a different style of fighting. Now, why is that? Because we have 2 hands and 2 legs now. The important thing is how can we use it to the maximum in terms of path, well, straight line, curved line, round line. They might be slow, but depending on the circumstances, sometimes that might not be slow. And in terms of legs, you can kick up straight, same thing, right? And after all that, then you ask yourself, how can you honestly express yourself at that moment?
Really, to me, okay, to me, ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do, okay? I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky and be flooded with a cocky feeling and then feel like pretty cool and all that. Or I can make all kinds of phony things, you see what I mean? Blinded by it. Or I can show you some really fancy movement. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, now that, my friend, is very hard to do. And you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you are determined to move. Not taking 1 inch, not anything less than that. If I want to punch I'm gonna do it, man, and I'm gonna do it, you see. So I mean, so that is the type of thing you have to train yourself into it, to become one with the punch. Now I'm leaning forward a little bit, hoping not to hurt any camera angle. I mean, you gotta put the whole hip into it, and snap it, and get all your energy in there, and make this into a weapon.
That's right. Emotional content. A lot of you uploaders who have tried to simulate the great uploaders, the innovators, most of y'all didn't make it. Hashtag come back to boxing has made it. And when I first seen senior uploaders looking at my content, my material, I tell you right now, I already knew what it was. Hashtag come back to boxing is all about the truth. So let the truth be told. 4 years of hard work. 4 years. That's right. A movement. Some joined. Some left and came back. But it is what it is. Hashtag come back to boxing is the movement. Now I have to tell you, there are a lot of things that I have predicted that have went on. Casuals versus hardcore. I called it first. And you guys know, this is exactly what's happening. I've called a lot of fights down the line. And it has happened. Now you guys like to consider yourself a large school of sharks. Most of you troublemaking, racist, biased uploaders, right? Well, if you all are a school of great whites, hashtag come back to boxing is a megalodon. Get it? Do you get it now? There's no stopping this. And I appreciate each and every member. I appreciate each and every follower. My gratitude is so high for you guys. Keep riding with me, man. Keep riding with me. Because even if I do pass today, tomorrow, and I'm in the kingdom of the Lord, hashtag come back to boxing will always be represented. Why? Because it's the truth. Facts!
The same. I'm battlefield tested, wounds all over my body. Where your scars at? Ride for my niggas, willing to die. What's your life like? Feel it in the air. Where them bars at?
That's right. That's right. It is what it is. And you guys know exactly what it is. The truth will always be told here on hashtag come back to boxing. And I have also become an innovator to a lot of uploaders. I am also admired by a lot of uploaders, and I am proud of that. Now, this is not something where you could say I'm tickling my own fancy or tooting my own horn, but 4 years of work, 4 years, blood, sweat, and tears, brain cells leaking all over paper, eyes splitting open with headaches, just to watch a match, just to report it to you guys, to make sure that it was filtered. All of the propaganda was filtered out. And when it was brought to your table for you guys to eat, it was always the truth. Always.
The respect I get, you can't afford that. You ain't been through wars, hugging your boys, crying. Might not make it back, but you ride, you lying. And that shit you write, it don't excite me. I push your shit to the whiteness. Don't you ever think you like me? I'm the dad you never had. What's your problem, nigga? I'm like your father figure.
4 years. Happy anniversary, guys. It's going to keep on rocking. And I hope this touches your soul. in a positive way, so that way you guys know that tomorrow and today and the years to come, hashtag come back to boxing is here to stay. And that's for real. That is so for real. Do not compare this movement to anything soft. Because those that have tried, those that have actually tried to combat against me and call me a liar and hate on me simply because I was better, it just showed you were bitter. Big difference between being better and being bitter. Same B, same T, same R. The difference is the I and the E. And you guys got to understand, man, this isn't easy. This is not an easy thing to do. But to keep strong and to keep telling the truth, that's not easy either. Biased opinions, channels that have been on PES, performance enhanced subscribers or subscriptions. Most of you guys are in your thousands because you've cheated. Some of y'all like to brag on misconceptions. A lot of you guys have a model on your channel where it's basically the same thing. The truth is always told in different ways. And the truth will always be told in different voices and faces by hashtag come back to boxing.
And with that being said, Daddy's here to put the kids to bed. Now get your ass upstairs. And I bet not hear that TV on. SP chasing niggas with that DC on. And whoever's siding with him, dying with him. Look him in his eyes right now.
Cry with him.
When it comes to the city, you like cancer. You was damn near Pampers. It was me and the ace.
With that being said, me calling out the prize fighter from Vegas and going through persecution and ridicule as to biased fans talking the manure and thinking the manure and spewing it out, calling me a coon, a racist, I should be supporting black fighters only. Look at them notions, man. Look at that. There were even uploaders that said I had AIDS. Yeah. It's sick out there. It's sick out there. But of course, that is all propaganda. That is all a lie. I have bashed, I have destroyed, I have conquered. We have bashed, we have destroyed, and we have conquered. I have destroyed all of the propaganda before us so we can have a straight path to the truth. Boxing commissions, fighters pricing themselves out. Come on, guys, you know the drill. You know exactly how it went down. So many things that I endured. 4 years. 4 years of us. That's right. 4 years. 365 times 4. How many days is that? How many hours? How many minutes? Guys like to talk about numbers when most of their numbers are lying. And numbers can lie when manipulated. But a man who's true, that doesn't lie. A lot of you cats like to bash other uploaders simply because of one, they said something that you didn't like about your fighter, or two, He said something that you just couldn't say because you didn't have the testicular fortitude to say it. So he beat you to it. I guess I'm that guy.
Your own niggas can't stand you, cause when you ain't around, they look like hunger. Ass young gunner, forgot he had the Bentley damn near summer. Had copies of keys to where I got my slumber. You should have left me sleep. You done woke up a sleeping giant with your arrogant defiance. Young and respect more valuable than money, and I'm well connected all across the country.
My followers in the UK, I love y'all. Each and every one of y'all. The Fight Guru, the Connect. That's right. Adam Noble, 4C Sports, the Connect. That's right. The Boxing Librarian. Now, it comes down to boxing knowledge. It comes down to telling the truth about the boxing knowledge. A lot of you guys have so many followers claiming not to be on PES. But most of y'all didn't even know. Certain fighters fought certain fighters, and you're talking like you graduated from the Hard Knock School of Boxing when you didn't even know anything. These eyes have seen the sport since '82. This mind has recorded the sport of boxing since '82. A lot of us have followed boxing in our own ways, but at the end of the day, when you filter it all out, the knowledge is the truth. You can't watch boxing with your eyes closed. Now can you? That's how most of y'all are speaking.
Fuck you think that jet gon' land at? With a whole city strapped up where you stand at. No need to make music ever in my life. I'm Muslim, halal white. I just beat you twice.
Now understand, before I go, this is a special edition of Late Night Boxing Talk, celebrating hashtag Come Back to Boxing. And those hashtag Come Back to Boxing detractors, I'm going to let you know something right now. Standing behind me are people overseas, people in the United States of America, and they're all soldiers wearing God's armor. So if you ever get out of line and speak my name or hashtag Come Back to Boxing in the wrong way, believe judgment will come upon you, possibly bringing you to the brink of never uploading, never commenting, or never even speaking about the sport of boxing again. My name is J.Cotto, the Truth Seeker. Congratulations, everybody. 4 years. Hashtag Come Back to Boxing. God bless you. Stay vigilant. Peace.
The sad thing is, I really fuck with you. I just feel sorry for whoever that's stuck with you. Good luck to you. Nigga, please. Youngin', I'm out your league. I'm out your field. Let's be for real. I could keep going, but that's overkill. I guess I see you when I see you. And when I see you, I wouldn't want to be you. Good night.